Have you ever noticed that some of the funniest moments in television history come from characters who have absolutely no idea they're being funny? That's exactly why Michael Scott from The Office became one of the most beloved comedy characters ever created. Unlike most sitcom characters who tell jokes intentionally, Michael's comedy comes from his complete confidence in things that make absolutely no sense. Whether he's inventing his own versions of famous sayings, misunderstanding basic concepts, or trying way too hard to be liked, Michael Scott consistently turns ordinary office situations into comedy gold. Even years after The Office ended, millions of people still quote his lines every day, and after watching this compilation, it's easy to understand why. One of Michael Scott's greatest talents is his ability to completely destroy common phrases while somehow making them even more memorable. Take one of his most famous lines, "Well, well, well, how the turntables." The correct phrase is "how the tables have turned," but Michael confidently delivers his version as if it's perfectly normal. The humor isn't just in the mistake itself, it's in the fact that Michael genuinely believes he got it right. The same thing happens when he says, "I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious." For a brief moment, your brain actually accepts what he's saying before realizing that stitious isn't even a word. These moments are hilarious because they feel like real mistakes that someone might accidentally make in everyday life. What makes Michael even funnier is that he never loses confidence, no matter how wrong he is. Throughout the series, he constantly misuses expressions and creates completely new versions of familiar sayings. He says things like ASAP as possible, which literally means as soon as possible, and somehow doesn't notice anything unusual. He combines different sayings together, invents new words, and creates phrases that shouldn't make sense, yet they become unforgettable. That's because Michael Scott operates with absolute certainty. In his mind, he's the smartest and funniest person in the room, even when everyone around him is staring in complete confusion. Another reason Michael Scott became such an iconic character is that beneath all the awkwardness and ridiculous behavior, he's surprisingly relatable. At his core, Michael wants the same things most people want. He wants to be respected, appreciated, and loved by the people around him. He desperately wants his employees to see him as a friend rather than a boss. Unfortunately, his attempts to connect with people usually create some of the most uncomfortable and hilarious situations imaginable. Whether he's trying to motivate his team, deliver an inspiring speech, or simply fit in, Michael's lack of self-awareness often turns good intentions into complete disasters. The genius of The Office writers was creating a character who constantly walks the line between cringe and comedy.